In this video, I'm gonna let you know how to cut the banana tree the right way, and you're gonna take advantage of this beautiful plant in your yard to nourish the banana trees itself and to nourish any fruit tree that you want in your yard, or even better, in your food forest. So everything you're gonna need is a machete and a sharpener. You're gonna sharpen the machete to make it easier to cut the banana trunk in pieces, as I'm gonna show you. So you can use a simple machete, a small one like mine, or you can also use a reciprocating saw, a sawzall, if you want to make it even faster and easier. But I'm gonna show this the most simple way. And you're gonna see that when they're about to be ready, they're gonna start to be a little more round and fat, instead of the skin being like really square and pointy. It's gonna start to be really fat and big. Also, the banana leaves on top is gonna start to die, because the bananas, it's like the last leaf production. So after the banana tree is ready, it's gonna give you the banana, and it's gonna slowly, naturally fall, and the next banana trees is gonna keep producing. So this one, the tree is not really dying, but it's already weak. You can see the brown leaves, and you can see that there's bananas on the side already wanting to come and produce. So it's more than time to cut that banana rack. So the first thing you wanna understand that wherever you make the face cut, it's where the banana is gonna fall. So look where the banana rack it's leaning, or look where the tree is leaning. You're gonna see that it's totally leaning this way. So I'm gonna make a face cut right here. And the idea behind this face cut is that the banana is gonna fall slowly, because this part you're not gonna cut yet. So first you're gonna let it fall, and then you can manage easier. So here, about chest high, I'm gonna make this face cut, and you're gonna see the banana is gonna start falling this way. It fell slowly. Still, it touched the ground. Ideally, sometimes the banana just hangs there in the air, and then you can do all your cuttings. Here you can see why I do the face cut first, because this back part stays holding the banana, so it falls really slow and you don't hurt your bananas. Put on the side, and then you're gonna cut pieces of the trunk about this size. Be careful with the machete to always cut far from your leg, and never towards your leg. Okay, we're coming to the most important part of the taking care of this trunk. So you're not gonna allow any disease, and you're gonna take advantage of this whole watery, nutritious trunk to nourish the other bananas around and to nourish any veggie garden or any fruit tree that you want. So keep cutting in pieces. And when it gets about this size, you're gonna need to make a very interesting cut right in the bottom, as low as possible. So I'm gonna show you closer how to do this round funnel cut, which is the last cut when the trunk is about this size. So if you leave the banana trunk just like that, standing there, hanging up, all this material inside, it's gonna rotten, and it's gonna be really nasty for your garden, for a food forest. You're gonna be wasting this nutritious trunk. And also, any banana tree that you're gonna cut, if there's bananas, or if you're just thinning out the patch, the banana patch, you need to cut a funnel in the bottom, so you're not gonna allow the bananas to re-sprout on the same trunk, and you're not gonna allow any bugs and disease to get inside the trunk and live there. There is a real common disease in the bananas that if you leave the banana trunk like that, there's this little bug that they reproduce inside there, and they eat this whole nutritious internal trunk, and they spread, because the bananas are not just one tree, they are all connected underneath. So when you do this cut, you're gonna allow new bananas to come on the sides, and then in another video I'm gonna let you know how to choose the best cakeys, the best banana, the best babies for living in your banana patch to produce bananas. Here you can, if you have a reciprocating saw, you're gonna just go around in a funnel. If you have a machete, you can also do this, or you can just, if there's a sharp point from the top to bottom, create this funnel. All around. So the reason to leave this size and then make the bottom cut and the last final cut is because from here you can just use your hands. If you had cut lower, it would be harder to push it. So here it makes it easier. And now you can see a perfect funnel. You don't see here the cells that's gonna resprout, and this is gonna fill with water really quick, and it's not gonna allow the bug to reproduce and put their eggs, because it's gonna be filled with water. So then now you're gonna make another cut here. So you're gonna make it about the same size trunks. It's gonna be the last cut before we start opening the trunks in half. So now what you want to do with all the trunks in pieces, it's cut in half exactly like this, because you want to open in half to allow this trunk to decompose faster, and all this water and nutritious juice to come into the ground and nourish all the plants. Give it a nice snug in there, and using your foot slowly, gonna go all the way and open. This is the hard one to cut and open because it's the bottom one. So this center here, it's way harder. So now I'm gonna do this with all the trunks. So here you have all the trunks in half, and you have the leaves to take care. So first, what you wanna do is take these halves, and you're gonna dispose around the banana patch, touching the ground. If you have a lot of mulch, you're gonna need to put the mulch to the side before you put these trunks, because the trunk gotta be touching the soil as best as you can. So here I'm gonna choose putting all around the border as much as possible, and go following this circle. And I'm gonna tell you what to do with the leaves, which you're literally gonna chop the leaves in a certain way as best as possible, and you're gonna cover these trunks and any old material you have around the fruit trees. So when you have the leaves, it's pretty simple. You're gonna slide the machete and take this thin part of the leaf, and then you're just gonna chop it, the center part of the leaf. Be really careful with your hands. You're gonna use a sickle, a thin sickle, to cut the hands if you want, or you can just hang this somewhere. Whoa! So this work is pretty much done. You're gonna see all this new green mulch on top of the old mulch. Ideally, you can put all the leaves covering the trunks. I just didn't cover here because I'm creating a little edge so we can come and mold this grass. Keep tuned for the next videos. I'm gonna tell you way more about bananas. There's a lot to talk about bananas. I'm gonna bring way more content about food forests and how to transform your yard or your lawn, bringing way more abundance, fruit trees, veggies, herbs, flowers, to create a beautiful, abundant ecosystem in your own backyard. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time.